Hey guys, welcome to Not So Popular Opinion. Today we have a bit of an interesting case on our hands. I want to get pretty much straight to it, but I want to preface this first. I get a lot of flack on TikTok from women when I say pretty much anything, which is crazy. Anytime you disagree with them on certain topics, they fly off the handle and they lead with insults. They lead with their emotions, and it shows that a lot of them haven't evolved in how to debate or how to discuss things without flipping out. And this story is going to go into a bit of that on working on emotions and flipping out. But when I say things, I'm speaking from experience, not just out of my ass like a lot of people do. And I recently got into a bit of a problem on TikTok because I said that in general, when men are assaulted, women don't tend to care. They want every man on earth to care about when something happens to them, but they do not care at all when something happens to men. And this story is crazy itself, but the response in the comments are the craziest part of all this. And it goes into my whole opinion that women don't tend to care at all what happened to men. They relish in it, which is even worse than not caring. All right, so this one is brought to us by many outlets, but the majority of the comments coming from a Spiritualword on Instagram. So let's go ahead and read this. A Texas woman is behind bars for allegedly stabbing her boyfriend multiple times for not helping her with the bills. It all went down at Cassandra Gutierrez's apartment in San Antonio on Thursday, November 24th. KSAT reports. Gutierrez, 30, and her 42-year-old boyfriend went back to her place after drinking at a bar. An arrest warrant affidavit states that the woman, because confrontational, and accused her boyfriend of not helping her with the bills. The situation escalated, however, and Gutierrez allegedly grabbed a kitchen knife and stabbed him multiple times in the neck, right hand, left leg, and back. After running away and calling for help, the man was met by police at the apartment's leasing office. He was bleeding profusely and left a blood trail. He was transported to a local hospital in stable condition. Gutierrez was arrested the same day after police obtained an arrest warrant. She was taken into custody and remains at the Bexar County Jail on a $75,000 bond. She was charged with aggravated assault with a deadly weapon, a second-degree felony. And we have a photo of the lady here by Bexar County Jail. All right, so you heard all of this. I want you to take it in before I start reading some of these asinine, ludicrous, and obscene comments from some of these people, mostly women, to where they just, show a level of disdain and evil towards men that just cannot be explained. All right, we're going to start with this woman here. I don't condone violence or hurting people, but in this case, I'm understanding. With a shrugging emoji. What the hell you mean I'm understanding? So you think stabbing this man over bills was justified? Next woman here. Child, it's hard out here. She meant business. She was fed up. Fed up with what, you clown? All you know is she stabbed him for not paying bills. You don't know anything more than that. Anything more than that. Fed up with what? You don't know anything more than that. All you know is she stabbed him and it has something to do with bills, and you think that was enough and justified to try to kill this man over it. This is the mindset of some of these evil nitwits that parents unleashed onto this world. Another fucking piece of crap says, free her now. This was financial self-defense. I don't care. Struggling emoji. What the hell you mean financial self-defense? Don't even know anything what's going on and just feel it's okay to nearly kill a man over some bills that if they went and read it again, not off emotion, would realize it's not even his place. It's hers. Another one. Free her. She's the real victim here. How? What in this article, what in this story makes her the victim? Somebody, anybody, please explain to me what makes her the victim. She tried. She tried. But of course she had to be a woman in the end. Raise men to be men so they won't have to be subjected to this abuse. He's wrong for not helping her, but she's crazy for stabbing him? To suggest he's even wrong in any way in this story is crazy. It's crazy. Another woman here. My thing is, why stay with him if he wasn't meeting your expectations? Because that's what it is. An expectation, not an obligation. Shaking my head, y'all slow or something. Why does it have to come back to leaving him or not? Because he wasn't meeting expectations. What expectations? You're just going off of your feminine dumbass emotions about bills. That's what all of this is about. All women assume you either pay their bills or apparently you must die. Some woman whose parents apparently raised a monster says, "What's her inmate number? I want to add something to her books." Another commenter, another female. And I don't blame her, because boy, what you can leave. Leave what? It's not their place. It's her place. It had nothing to do with her trying to kick him out and he wouldn't leave. She went ballistic because he wouldn't help her. Another dumbass woman. This is why you stay away from men that can't hold their own. She resented him for all the money she's dishing out. That Pepco bill came and she lost it. Sad. Are they getting some magical fucking information that nobody else is getting? It says in there that it's her apartment. Ain't nobody fucking liable for taking care of your shit but you. No man should just magically shell out fucking money for fear of death. This is ludicrous. She resented him for not helping her pay her rent. Bitch, you grown. Pay your own fucking rent. I understand where she's coming from. You got a gentleman here that's saying what everybody should be thinking right now. Just take a look at these comments, fellas. These the same women that yell protect black women. What I say earlier, they want us all to protect them, but clearly don't give a shit what happened to dudes. They feel if you don't pay their rent, you should die. But they want us to protect them. And yes, most of these women are fucking black women. Think about that shit. You either pay a black woman's rent or you fucking die? This is from another platform, but I just wanted to branch out a little bit just to show that this is not just on Twitter or Instagram or anywhere else. This is pretty much the opinion of these fucking evil ass women everywhere. Am I supposed to feel sorry for that Dusty? He's Dusty because he didn't want to help her pay her rent, so he should die and you shouldn't feel sorry for him? What's crazy before I read this next one is you got all these crazy ass black women saying this stuff and the woman ain't even black. They just fucking evil. She says he purposely went with a younger woman because these old wild chromies think younger women are stupid and will fall for their lies. She said, not on my watch. He fucked around and found out. What lie, bitch? What fucking lie? What lie do you think he's magically fucking telling that they not telling anybody else? This shit here is ludicrous. This is some of the craziest nonsense I've ever fucking heard in my life. Another woman. He sounds financially abusive and possibly abusive as well. Should have got a restraining order so he would be forced out. What are you fucking talking about? Where in this story? What in this story will make you assume that he's abusive? Nothing in this story would make you assume that he is abusive in any way. He is the victim. Are men not allowed to be victims? Are women the only people that are victims? Are women victims even when they try to kill somebody? The man didn't do anything. Nothing in here suggests that he even done anything wrong. But somehow he is still wrong. The last one I'm going to read because these people just... You know what? Change my mind. Because if one more I just saw it, I'm going to read that one. He's too old for her. That's what he gets. Just let that sink in. He's too old for her. That's what he gets. What the does his age have to do with him being nearly killed? The last one. And this perfectly wraps it up. And her name fits. Bottom bitch. And I wish it wasn't a pimp terminology because this bitch is at the bottom or should be on the bottom of everybody's list and not in that pimp way. You gotta put some men in their place. Fellas, there's a lot of evil assholes out there. A lot of evil ass bitches. I'm not going 304 this, nothing. A lot of evil hoes, a lot of bitches that do not care whether you live or die. And this is a prime example. So for all those women claiming, oh, women care about what happened to men, put these hoes in line. Because when I challenge women to do it, they don't. They back down and they refuse to say anything to evil ass creatures, monsters like these. But they want to come after people like me for just saying simple shit as in you don't care. Quit pretending to care about men when you don't. This shit is inexcusable. In this moment, I don't care about no red pill. I don't care about no fucking feminist. I don't care about none of this shit. But the simple fact that people are brave enough to say this and still find a way to blame this man for doing absolutely nothing wrong is ridiculous. If y'all hadn't heard about this story, look more into it. Happened in San Antonio, Texas. End of November, story went into December 1st, what a couple articles said. So it could have happened, end of the month, beginning of the month, but it's crazy. It's very eye-opening to see how a lot of these women out here really feel about men. We are taught as boys, as young men, as men, to lay our life on the line for the women that we care about. And a lot of them would be the first ones to put us down. And I don't mean verbally, I mean physically. They will be the first ones in line to physically make sure that we are no longer alive. It's pretty fucked up. Yeah, there are some women on our side. There are. And man, they come a dime a dozen. And it's almost impossible to weed them out. It's not easy anymore. Because they all look the same. They all say the same thing. You would get white knights yelling in the street if this was the comment section on a woman getting nearly killed. Guys would be all condemning every guy that said anything. And yes, they would be wrong for commenting like these women are. But I don't see many women fighting tooth and nail with these other women for saying what they saying. Like dudes will be fighting with other dudes if they said some shit like this about women. It's crazy. All right, guys, I'm gonna leave it there. Thanks for watching, liking, commenting, sharing, and subscribing. See you in the next one. Peace.